Fantastic. That's what it's all about. I have a cunning plan. I'll let you into what I'm doing soon. I've got rather a lot with me. I'm packed for a winter night, so bigger bag and a bit more weight. But it's early afternoon, well it's 2. I've got a long time to get to where I want to go. I've got an exact plan of where I want to camp, but I'm very flexible, so on the way there, if I change my route, or if I decide once I'm in that area where I see a better spot, then I'll do that. But it's going to be a cold one. It's forecast -3 at the top tonight, with sort of about -10 wind chill. But I'm all prepared. So you can see this awesome valley goes along underneath the Langdale pikes, pike stickle and all that lot. So yeah, just going to go up into the dip up there, over to Angleton, past Angleton to my first objective, which is Great End. I was going to mention why am I going from the Langdale Valley over to Great End. Well, I've only ever walked down this path from doing Bowfell. I think I know I've been past the Tarn. I've never connected this valley to the Scaffel group, so that's one reason. Also, I thought it's definitely going to be, especially halfway through the day, it's definitely be a quiet valley. There's always something interesting, isn't there, that I fancy telling the camera. But yeah, so Pike Obelisko is now behind me. I'm quite a long way to the valley now. A couple of things I'm going to mention. Firstly, I opted to carry my water today and leave the filter because I thought most of the water sources would be sort of relatively low. Rubbish. It shows that I'm not really used to using a filter so much. It doesn't come to mind that it'd be much better to get the water later, because even this relatively flat start, I'm going to do like 5k, and there's water here, and then up to the Tarn, that's another push carrying all my water. So yeah, take the blinking filter. So just here on the left, this is the band which leads up to the sort of southern shoulder of Bowfell. That's a really good way to get up to Bowfell, nice and scenic, relatively sort of easy. And so when you get off the band onto the beginning of Bowfell, before you go up the shoulder, you can cut across on something called the Primus Traverse, and that takes you across under the buttress up there, underneath is it Cambridge slabs? Underneath the slabs to the Easy Gully, and then up. It's a really good winter route. If there's a nice bit of snow on, you can just truck across under the cliffs and then up an Easy Gully. Well, I'll tell you what, this pass is quite a slog of a heavy bag. I've been down it and didn't remember obviously what it was like at all, because this was going down. Just met a chap who's going up and has watched some of my YouTube, so hello. Really sorry I didn't ask your name, but drop a hello in the comments. Probably bump into you again in a minute anyway somewhere, but if you're going pretty good speed, so I'm guessing that you'll be up on Esk Pike before I pass. See a little bit of snow over there dropping. So hopefully that showed you the way up. This is nice. This is a nice scenic place. Yeah, I mean, beanie hats in there. I might get it out in a bit. It's not too cold now. I'm walking again. I got chilled down quite a bit while I was doing the drone, but onwards and upwards. Well, better downwards first. So I'll see you towards Esk Halls, up over there. Wow, hey? I love this time in the hills. A couple of hours before sunset. Everyone apart from the wild campers have left. It just seems so much more remote. So my mate who said hello earlier, he's gone over to Esk Pike. He's just trucking up the path over there, so he's just got to get up there somewhere. There's my objective, that lump and turn left. Great End and beyond. Over there, is that Helvellyn? It's really weird, but I'm struggling to, yeah, it's Helvellyn. Woo! So here we are. We've got to the winter part of my walk. Fantastic. Well, there you go. Esk Pike, good choice. Scaffel over there, Ill Crags, Langdale pikes, but my objective over there, you can just see in the snow, in the fog, Great Gable and Green Gable. This is Great End. Now, I don't know what I said, but I did plan to cut across and do Cust Gully. I've probably got enough time, but to be honest, I think I want to find just a good pitch up around on Broad Crag somewhere and get cosy. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to enjoy the Cust Gully so much because the sun's gone. I've got a heavy pack. So yeah, it doesn't matter. Fantastic, I've got a blizzard coming. Woohoo! I'll get my gloves out as well. I'm quite warm. Well, I've been quite warm, so I haven't had my gloves on at all. That might have to happen now. There's a shelter here, so I'm going to go over there and sort my gloves out. Don't think I need any more layers on. I've got a duvet. I've got a thick duvet for tonight. Jacket. I've only got a thin base layer under here because I'm moving and this is windproof. It's been enough so far. But yeah, I will put my gloves on. Next thing, I'll report back over probably on Great End and see what the view is. But yeah, loving the fact I'm getting just a hint of winter, because that's why I came up today. That's why I wanted to do the wild camp, because I've not done a wild camp in the winter. I've camped in the snow in the Alps, but it was a glorious day. It was cold at night. There was no snow or anything. I was on the snow, but it was sort of glacial type stuff. Anyway, waffle. But yeah, in England, I've not camped in the winter, so this was going to be a good try out. Done plenty during the year, as you can see on my channel. I've done a few. I'm only doing this for effect. The path's just there, but it's actually easier walking here because I can put in level steps. I've got my micro spikes in the bag, but I've not needed them yet, so just walking up the snow. We're just coming up to the top of Great End over there, and my camping area is over there. So, wow, the light! Look at Great Gable. Doesn't it look magnificent? Wow. Quite a few years since I've been on Great Gable. Threading the Needle and the Sphinx and the Needle Ridge. Climbers Traverse. Is it called the Climbers Traverse? Anyway. Looks great with the sun on it like that. Oh, getting Pillar over there. Steeple. Langdale just here. There's the Helvellyn range. Over there. Right, well, the bit of grass that I spotted on Google Earth is over there. It looks pretty flat. Just don't know whether I'm going to get the view that way because of the bit of ground in front. Might be one over here. So I'm going to go over there, dump the bag and have a walk round. And that's Scaffel Pike. Just over there, about a kilometre. So he's looking good. So I've got my down jacket on under here. I'm all toasty. Got my gloves on for the first time. Little snow shower coming over. How's this? How's that, eh? How's that? I've got all the Great Gable side. I couldn't go right over there because the wind is a lot stronger on the edge. I know it's forecast to drop, but I'll come a little bit further on the lee side. I can still see Scaffel Pike, but I've also got a good view from the tent over this way for the sunrise. Yeah. Whew. I'm only getting about 11 miles an hour. Fantastic. That's what it's all about. Nice crunchy snow, not everywhere. It's a lot of stones and shingle on the ground, so I've had to put stones on the guides. Not the best pitch, but it'll do. So, tent's up, that's the view. Still got the occasional snow flurry. I think it's time for food. So I am gonna do a quick drone flight now and then get some grub on because I'm quite starving. Not so bad, eh? So it's 8:30. I've had my dinner. I've had some malfunctions. My selfie stick that's got a little stripe on the end is busted. The case the camera's holding is that's busted. Anyway, so yeah, it's fantastic. But I'm struggling with my kit. Just been in the tent for a few minutes. I've got a hot chocolate there which I've half finished. Quite cosy just in this. I don't think I'm going to struggle with the cold tonight. It's supposed to still get colder. The sky's cleared, so it's going to be a cold night. It was a good idea, but I came from over there. I don't know what you can see because it is almost dark. No, you can't, can you? Right, so over there, the path was, tell you what, let's get me over. This will be spare little torch. The path on the way over from where I've camped is got quite a lot of accumulated snow on, so it's easy to follow. But I'm not going to go right over to Scaffel Pike. It's not that far, but up here the snow sort of disappears, and I think it's going to take me a long time to find the path on the way back. I mean, it's doable because there's the odd footstep. There's cairns, but I don't know how easy I'm going to be able to spot them with the head torch and that. So I think I'm going to go back to the tent, have an early night, and then maybe at dawn pop over here and do Scaffel Pike. Then it'll look better anyway, and there'll be the views. So that's the plan. Sorry about that, false alarm, folks, but one has to do the sensible. I mean, I think it's doable, but it's just going to take ages and going slow, cairn to cairn, and because the path sort of disappears into boulders. And some of it's very indistinct. So up here it's alright because it's all in this snow. It's easy to follow. I've done loads of sort of approaches in the Alps in the dark, in the morning before the sun's coming up. It doesn't bother me. I know where I'm going, but it's just sometimes things take too long. And yeah, all right, I'll get up there and I'll film it, and you'll just see this. So I'll do it in the morning. Lovely jubbly. Let's go back to the warmth of the tent. Mind you, I'm still toasty. I think it's about freezing at the moment. The wind's got up slightly, but still only like 15 miles down, maybe 20. Got 20 gusts, but hey ho, let's get back to the tent. That was lovely. Just stood outside watching all the neighbouring peaks. The light's more or less gone, stars are out, moon's out. There's just a glow on the western horizon, but I can see one of the couples that I passed. They were going up to Great End. It looks like they've stopped just in the cold before. So there's a light down there. Can't make out the light on Esk Pike. But I've just seen some head torches go up onto Scaffel Pike where some people are obviously doing the 3 peaks. Yeah, but definitely a better idea going there in the morning, because I'll get some pictures and views rather than my face in the dark. So I just took some pictures outside of the tent. Unfortunately I can't really try any astrophotography or like a time lapse because there's too much cloud keeps passing, a bit of fog keeps going over. So I've just waited for gaps and done a 3-minute exposure. They're not too bad. I've got more or less zero condensation in here. There's some frost on the inside of the tent, but I'm quite pleased with that. Oh yeah, there's some frost outside the tent as well. There's the sun coming up, a little red spot in the distance. Got some cloud. Got some cloud. Well, that was the world's worst and shortest time lapse, but sun's up behind a cloud, so I'm just going to make a quick brew and then pop over to Scaffel Pike. So still cloud free. There's a bit of cloud over Great Gable there, so there's a few little low ones drifting by, but on the whole, you're okay. Down in the Esk Halls, there's a tent for the couple that I passed yesterday. They're down there. I think they were sort of struggling a bit to get up to the top before dinner time, so they opted to stay down there. Probably a little bit chilly down there with not so much wind. A bit crispier this morning, so I've put my micro spikes on. At least I just walk where I want now. Some of the path bits are quite hard. I could have done without them, but they'll make it a lot easier on this bit. So we just got to drop down over there and across. It's actually not very far. These 2 lumps look big, but they're not too big. I'll be over there in 20 minutes. Tent's over there, to the left of the little lump. there it is, highest point in England. I've not been up here for a long time, 20 years even, because I come up from the south and often do a day trip. I'm always in the middle, anything from like Coniston, Langdales, Helvellyn, Glencathra. I do them a lot more than I do come right down down to Seathwaite. It's a long drive, and I've not driven up to Wasdale obviously for years, so yeah. I've forgotten how many shelters there are up here. There's a bit of a shoddy one here, and there's a nice wind shelter there. There's one just there, one over there, just about down there. See Coniston. Nice, that's Windermere. Coniston's a bit further over here. That's the old man of Coniston over there, with Ill Crag behind it. There's the back of Bowfell over there. Esk Pike, Langdale silhouetted in the middle. I'm camped over there on that flat piece. Great end. Lovely. There's hardly any snow on Glencathra right over the back there. A little bit of snow on the front. Skiddaw. It's got a little bit on. A Scaffel, broad stand in between, and the Lord's Rake and all that lot over there. A tiny Fox's Tarn in the dip. I'm just about coming to see Wastwater, the deepest lake in the Lake District. Go. Interesting one-way street up to the top. Woo. No sign of any big people. I saw one person on the summit when I got up. I'll probably do just a little tiny piece on the way down, but you've seen it all, so thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment. I love comments, good or bad really, but it's nice someone's watching, and take care. Can't tire of these views. Just about to see land foot up down there. sausage, egg and beans. Oh, that's nice. I don't have baked beans for months, and then when you have them, oh, especially up a cold mountain. Not bad at all. I managed to get a bit of drone footage where I camped, so that's good. A bit windy, but it was alright. I'm properly on my way down now. I've taken the spikes off, and I've got my hands cold doing the old drone footage, so I've got the bigger gloves on. Goodbye, Scaffel Pike. Lots of people up here already, some on this route as well. We've had 2 groups pass. It's only about 9 o'clock, so they started early. It's getting warm, so I'm going to have to slip off my down jacket now. And yeah, beautiful day. You can see I camped where the lump is on the top, about 50 metres to the right of there. A person I've just passed, he camped on Ill Crags over there, and then the chap went up to Esk Pike, I think came down during the night, so there's quite a few people around. Whoop whoop. The last bit of uphill is just over from the tarn, and then it's a plod back to the car.